Hi everybody. That always reminds me of Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. Anyway, my goal for this video is to explain how I lost my vision and the other medical fun I have to deal with too. I will try to be brief, but I'm kind of a nerd, so it's difficult. In 2007, I got sick with what I thought was a sinus infection. It probably started that way, but the pain got progressively worse. I kind of describe it as the worst ice cream headache you have ever had continuously. Along with that, I started losing my vision and the palms of my hands started going numb. I went to a doctor and he was no help whatsoever. He told me I had a sinus infection and that I didn't want to be a drama queen because only women and FHSs are drama queens. He gave me a shot in the hip and told me that the pain would go away eventually. Bypassing the drama from that and all the stuff in between finally getting admitted to a hospital, I was diagnosed with a severe case of hydroencephalitis, which is a brain infection. They did a brain biopsy on me to see what might have caused it, but the only thing they found out was that I do have a brain. Not too long after that, I suffered from a stroke in the center of my brain, which knocked out the rest of my vision and most of my sense of smell. They had me on a high dose of steroids to combat the swelling from the brain infection, which caused me to have hallucinations, made me diabetic, increased my appetite, made me really weird personality-wise. The only good thing from it, that I thought anyway, is that I don't remember about 2/3 of my hospital stay. I was there for 5 months. The first 2 months I was in ICU. The last 6 weeks I was in physical therapy, learning how to walk again and all that fun stuff. After I was released from the hospital, about 2 years later, I was diagnosed with AVN, avascular necrosis of my hips. Basically the steroids, the orthopedic doctor I first saw explained it to me like this, is that the liver, filters your blood, and the steroid causes it to release globules of fat instead of smaller particles, and basically since your blood is filtered through your bones, it clogged up the pores in my bones and basically suffocated and killed them off. So I had to have the ball joints of my hips replaced. And when it comes to my hands, the pressure from the brain infection caused my vertebrae to be compressed, so it pinched one of my nerves, which made my hands numb. I kind of liken it to wearing surgical gloves. I can feel if something is soft, hard, if something has a texture, but I just can't feel the details in it, which is one reason I can't read Braille, because I would have to scrub at the dots, and you are not supposed to scrub the dots when you're reading Braille. I think that's pretty much it. That was me explaining how I lost my sight in a succinct sort of way, drama-free, and try to be on the down low when it comes to the nerdy stuff. If you like that video, please hit the like button. If you're interested in seeing more videos from me, hit subscribe and then fiddle with the notifications so that you can get one whenever I share one. Anything other than that? Yes. If you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them in the comments, or I'll put my contact information in the description. Other than that, thanks and have a great rest of the day.